call it soccer, the rest of the world calls it football. And of course, these days, it's one of the most popular games in the world. But when you think about it, it's not that complex, really. All you need is a ball and a good pair of boots. Not a lot of room, you would have thought, for technological improvements. Well, believe it or not, there is room for improvement. This is the official ball for the 2006 World Cup. And it's radically different from any ball used in the game's 150-year history. Traditional soccer balls are made of multiple hand-stitched panels. They're not perfectly round or waterproof, and that makes them less predictable.
With traditional balls, you see much more of a deflection, because if you hit it at a stitch seam, which is very stiff, or center panel, where it's very soft, you get a different reaction of the ball.
Visually, the new ball looks really different to the old ball. This is your standard soccer ball. In fact, it was used in the 2002 World Cup. It's made up of 32 of the little panels stitched together. They're either hexagons, the 6-sided panels, or pentagons, the 5-sided. The new ball, though, check this out, has got only 14 panels, and they're weird shapes. No hexagons, pentagons there. You've got this tongue-like shape like that, and these curved, they call them propeller shapes. And the idea there is that all these curves are to take the sharp edges out of the ball, so no corners, no sharp edges, which means that's a much rounder ball. In fact, the roundest soccer ball ever made. The panels are fused together in a patented process called thermal bonding. It makes the ball virtually waterproof, so it doesn't get noticeably heavier when the weather sets in. The new generation ball is called Teamgeist, which translates in English to team spirit. It's meant to offer more control and more predictability. And its designers claim they've achieved that by actually making it rounder than any previous soccer ball. It's already being trialled by Spanish league team Real Madrid, and their football superstar David Beckham thinks it's the best thing since the Spice Girls.
You're passing the ball, you're controlling the ball, you're shooting off the ball. You know, it's going in one direction, that's what you need.
Well, he would say that. He's on the Adidas payroll. But the company has gone to great lengths to test the ball. That includes a robotic foot, which can kick the ball with exactly the same power, at exactly the same angle, thousands and thousands of times over.
No matter whether it kicks center of panel or there, it always comes out in almost the same spot.
According to the designers, there's no comparison between the old balls and the Teamgeist. Where the new ball will hit the same spot, the old ball is much less predictable. And what is the difference there on, say, a long kick? How much difference can it make?
Well, we found out the difference in accuracy regarding the surface where the ball ends up was up to 300% different.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there are balls which are better or not as good, and that was from a distance of 11 meters to the goal, so not a very long distance, because it gets bigger as further you go.
And this ball will be used in the World Cup?
Yes.
That must be exciting.
It is very exciting.
The improved accuracy puts more emphasis on the skills of opposing players. These new balls are not just good for players trying to kick goals, they're also good for the goalie on the other team. Because they're more predictable, their path, they've got a better chance of working out where it's going to go. Okay. I must admit, I'm feeling pretty confident. Come on. But I swear I knew exactly where every ball was going to go. I used to play for Australia, you know.